Hi, I'm Sabrina, and you're watching NewzRoom18. I'm super excited to share with you 21 different things you can do over your spring break. Now, because of COVID, it has been hard to organize awesome vacations, and this is the second coronavirus spring break that we are having. Now, last year, a lot of us were still cooped up in our houses, but now with the vaccine and a lot of safety precautions being taken, it is likely that you can find something fun to do outside or with your friends that doesn't require you to sit in your house all of spring break. So my first idea for you guys is to go to an aquarium. Now, I don't know about you, but I used to go to the aquarium all the time as a kid. I think it's a super fun activity and it's a great way to safely get together with your friends because everyone has to follow safety precautions mandated by the state or government, such as wearing a mask and sanitizing and staying 6 feet apart while you're in the actual aquarium. My second idea is to go to a zoo. Now, some people live closer to a zoo than they do an aquarium, so this is kind of the trade-off. If you do want to go to a zoo, you do have to make sure that the weather is nicer because it'll be more enjoyable. Zoos are predominantly outside, so it's better to go when the weather is nice. Doesn't mean it has to be 70 and sunny, because I know where I live during April, it's kind of that weird, like, is it spring, is it winter weather? But it's still fun to get out there and get some steps in as you're walking around the zoo and learn about different animals. So my next two ideas kind of go hand in hand. It really depends on if you're a morning person or a night owl. So number 3 would be watching the sunset, and that's something I prefer to do. I love watching the sunset and having dinner or something on the beach, wherever. My favorite spot for that is actually Napatree Point in Watch Hill. I would say that's my favorite spot from Rhode Island, but it's so beautiful in places like Puerto Rico or honestly, everywhere I've seen the sunset, it's been so pretty. Napa is my favorite spot because there's a little trail you can go on and it's really secluded and you get a perfect view of the sunset and there's normally no people or boats in the way. So it's a really nice spot to go kind of sit by yourself or with friends and just enjoy the sights. Number 4 would be watching the sunrise. Now, I told myself probably 6 times that I was gonna go watch the sunrise for this video and I could not physically do it. I hate getting up in the morning. I don't even get up that early to go to school, so that didn't happen, but I'm sure so many people love watching the sunrise. I know my parents went to go see the sunrise in Maine when we were there over the summer and they absolutely loved it. They said it was one of the most beautiful things they'd ever seen. So if none of those 4 ideas are interesting to you or you kind of just want to stay in your house and, you know, be in your PJs and relax, a good thing to do is work on artwork. And I'm not the world's greatest artist. You may or may not know that. If you know me, I can barely draw a smiley face. But if you do want to improve your art skills, there are so many awesome YouTube videos and tutorials, and even on TikTok, there's some channels that kind of give you a rundown of how to become an artist and what you need to do to improve and stuff like that. So it's a really fun activity. Art materials can be super cheap and you can just get it and start out and see if you like it. My 6th tip is to work on photography. I feel like there's 2 sides of this. You can work on shooting landscapes and people, or you can work on you being in front of the camera, which is my favorite thing to do. I've definitely been trying to grow my Instagram and make it more aesthetically pleasing and take pictures that I'm really happy with. So I've had my mom take a lot of pictures of me. So shout out Gina for being my personal photographer. I've just been working on that look, and with photography often comes having a good eye for fashion, for lighting, and all these different things. Again, you can find videos on, you know, Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on how to become a better photographer or model. But it's really easy, and if you want me to, I can certainly make a video talking about photography. I've been behind and in front of the camera my whole life, just because of the different activities I've done and because my dad has a strong passion for photography. So number 7 is to go on a long car ride and listen to music. Now, I know with COVID, it can be kind of hard to convince yourself or even your parents to let you go out and go for a ride, but that doesn't mean you have to stop at all these different places and have contact with people. But if you do want to, one of my favorite places to drive to is New York City. I know it sounds like it could be really risky, but just like here in Rhode Island, there are a lot of safety precautions being taken in the city, as many if not more, because it's a little bit more dense with people, but there aren't a lot of tourists and it's just filled with a lot of natives of New York, and it's really beautiful this time of year. And it's, from me, it's only like a 2.5 hour drive. It's super easy, just straight shot down the highway, get a parking garage, and hang out for the day. And that leads me to number 8. Trying a new restaurant is always something fun to do. If you're comfortable eating in, that's perfect, but if you would like to do takeout, that's awesome too. You could definitely get takeout and then go watch the sunset somewhere. Last night, my mom and I tried Smack New York City, which is a mac and cheese store. They have about 15 different flavors of mac and cheese, and they also have a sampler plate, which has about 6 or 8 different flavors on there for you to try. It was so delicious, so creamy, and mac and cheese is my all-time favorite food, so I was super excited that we got to go. If you are ever in New York City or Lower East Side, definitely make sure to go check it out. And that leads me to idea number 9, which is going to 4 different restaurants. Now, I have touched on this before in one of my videos. It was my St. Patrick's Day video. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you click the link in my description to go check that one out. But pretty much the idea is that you get a drink, appetizer, entree, and dessert from 4 different places. I think this is a great idea. It allows you to expand your palate, try new things, and also stimulate the economy by going to all these different places. Last night, as I said, my mom and I did go to Smack, but we also went to a few other places. We went to 99-cent Pizza and got pizza to take home. And then we also went to Dominique Ganzel's Bakery. He is a French baker who has 2 storefronts in New York and a few other locations worldwide. I actually did a French project on him in 6th grade, and then my French teacher, Miss Ida Colbanis, who was on my channel before, again in my St. Patrick's Day episode, she actually sent in my projects to Dominique Ganzel's communications person, and they loved the project, and they invited my family and I to come to New York to come to the bakery and meet Dominique Ganzel. And that was 5 years ago, and yesterday I went back to the bakery for the first time in 5 years, and it was just as good, if not better. My favorite thing is the cookie shot. It is a little chocolate chip cookie in the shape of like a shot glass with chocolate on the inside, and then they pour milk in it, and you just drink it like a shot, and it's so fun. So right now we're walking to a restaurant called Smack. They have mac and cheese, which is my favorite food, so duh. And yeah, we got some bagels. They look and smell really good. We still have like 4 blocks to go, so not bad, but kind of a hike. I'm getting hungry. So we just sat down at Smack. We got a sampler platter, and I got buffalo chicken mac and cheese because I'm a carnivore. And I'm really excited to try everything. Okay, so this is the sampler, and that is the buffalo mac and cheese. It looks so good. We just finished eating, and the food was heavenly, so good. If you ever come to New York, you have to try this place. It's at the corner of 1st and 12th, so check it out. Okay, so Queen Gina and I are at the Dominique Ganzel Bakery. There's better pictures of the food and the pastries on both of my Instagram accounts. They're in the description below, so make sure you go check that out if you want to see everything. This is 99-cent pizza. There's a few of them all throughout the city. You can get 1 slice of pizza for 99 cents or 2 slices and a soda for $3, which is super cheap, and the pizza's actually really good. So those are a few ideas that would require you to be more comfortable with traveling or, getting out of your house. Idea number 10 allows you to be safe and contactless at the same time. You can have a drive-in movie night. Now you can either go to a drive-in movie theater and stay in your car, or you can do this at your house. If you have a projection screen, you can go out on your lawn, or even just stay in your car and invite a few friends over and, have your cars in the lawn or in the driveway, and it can be a really fun night. I've been to a few drive-in movies, and I also did something like this in my backyard with a few friends. We all sat in our lawn chairs and had some pizza and just watched movies on a big screen. Shout out to Kendall for letting me borrow your projector. That was super fun, and it's just a great way to get together with everyone. It allows you to be outside and enjoy nature while enjoying a film, which is something that we haven't really been able to do since COVID because movie theaters aren't predominantly open right now. And that leads me to number 11. So having a drive-in movie or doing something like that can be super fun, but it can also be fun to have a movie marathon. And what better movies to watch than Marvel? If you know anything about me, you know that I love asking my friends, family, and pretty much anyone I meet to be a part of NewzRoom18 and, come on the channel and just talk about their own experiences. So I asked my best friend Amelia, who has been in quite a few of the episodes, so shout out to her, a frequent flyer. She and her sister Willow actually did a Marvel movie night.
My name's Amelia.
My name's Willow.
And we're doing a Marvel movie marathon.
Number 12 is actually something I find really funny. A lot of us teens and young adults are kind of into TikTok, and you scroll past the dances. Not all of us are equipped to do those TikTok dances, myself included. And number 12 is to teach yourself or a friend some TikTok dances. Now, I didn't do this. Now, I've tried to do this before with my mom, with my friends, and it always comes out super interesting. I know Cordelia and I have done a plethora of dances. We don't even look good. So shout out to those who make it look easy, because it really is not. So this is such a fun activity. It allows you to get up and move around a little bit and just listen to music and have fun with your friends. Number 13 is actually probably my favorite one. It is to cook or learn new recipes. Now, some of us love cooking, others not so much. I personally love to cook and I love trying out new things. One of my favorite things to make is pasta and Alfredo sauce. It's super easy, pretty inexpensive, and it allows you to have a really nice home-cooked meal and something that you're proud of making. Another thing I love making are burrito bowls. They're super easy. All you need is rice, beans, lettuce, salsa or tomatoes, some cheese, sour cream if you like that, and a meat of choice if you want that as well. And I can't say mine are as good as Chipotle or the newly opened Bomb Burritos and Bowls in Westerly, which I tried the other day and it was fantabulous. I can say it's a great way to kind of, use up those leftovers in your house and eat something that you enjoy. So number 14 is to learn how to skateboard or roller skate. Now, I'm horrible at both of these things because I have horrible balance. One time when Amelia and I were in middle school, we decided it would be a great idea to go roller skating. And I think I fell on my butt so many times. It was just, I'm horrible at it. But I do want to learn to skateboard, so if anyone would like to teach me, please do. And that is number 14. I think it's a really fun activity to do because you're outside, you can be with your friends, and it's just a great way to get up and move around and learn something new. Number 15 is something I wish I could do more often. It is go for a boat ride. Some people may own a boat or know someone that has one, and it's a super fun activity to do if the weather is really nice. It's so nice to just be on the ocean, pond, lake, wherever you want to be, and just take in that fresh air and just relax and maybe soak in some sun. So number 16 is to try a new sport. Now, I play tennis, and I've been playing tennis for the past 4 years. And also in the past, I did competitive dance and competitive cheerleading, but I've never really done any other sports. So when I was at Washington Square Park yesterday, I saw these adorable little kids playing soccer, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. I need them to teach me how to play soccer. So this is Alex and Francesca teaching me how to play soccer.
Hey guys, come here. Now they're gonna try to chill out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your guys' names? His name is Alex and my name is Francesca.
Okay, it's nice to meet you guys. So do you want to teach me some soccer?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah. First, we have to go in for the ball.
Okay.
Perfect. One thing you don't need to put your toes, you need to put your inside foot like this. Perfect.
Number 17 is to camp out. Whether you're in a tent, a cabin, an RV, whatever it is, camping seems like it can be a really awesome activity. Now, camping is something I've never done before, but I would love to try it. I know plenty of people that love getting out there and being in the wilderness and kind of having that one-to-one time with nature, and it seems like a really great opportunity to kind of find your zen and connect with the world around us. Number 18 ironically requires you to be 18 years or older, or you can be with a family member or friend that is 18. It is to spend the night at a hotel, but to also have a photo shoot. I've seen so many funny TikToks about hotel room photo shoots, and they're hilarious. They're just trying to be funny and just have a good time, and I can only imagine the joy that came with taking those pictures and just goofing off and having fun with your friends or family. This is also a great way to kind of escape your own house during COVID. A lot of hotels are allowing people to stay there even without a COVID test. You can just go 30 minutes down the road and find a nice hotel to stay in and stay in for a night. You kind of have that sense of being on vacation just simply because you're not in your own house anymore. Now, number 19 is something that I don't do enough. It is a self-care or facial day. Now, my friend Jasmine sent in a video of her using a face mask, and I think face masks are just such an easy way to relax and kind of sit back. You can put it on, throw some Netflix on, and just enjoy the day, and maybe even throw some cucumbers on your eyes. I love watching all those like facial or shower TikTok videos. I think they're so adorable, and it's just nice to see people relaxing and taking the time to have a self-care day. Number 20 is actually one of my favorite things to do. It is karaoke. Now, if you know anything about myself or my family, you know that my dad loves dressing up as Elvis Presley and singing Elvis songs. When I was in 6th grade, my family and I went on a cruise, and I won't lie, I was a little bored the whole time because I don't have any siblings, and it was just my parents and I, and there was no kids my age, and 6th grade Sabrina was super awkward, so I didn't want to make any friends. And my dad brought his Elvis costume with him on the cruise, and one night during karaoke, the MC, his name was Chili, super great guy, he introduced Elvis to the stage, and my dad went up and did this whole karaoke performance as Elvis. Fast forward a few years to my quinceañera, my dad decided to surprise everyone, except me, I was in on the surprise, and do another Elvis performance. So I think karaoke is a great opportunity to, let loose, have fun, show off your excellent or bad singing, and just have a good time and maybe learn a few new songs. And that leads me to my last suggestion, which is number 21. This is something I've done quite a few times, is to make a dramatic video or a spoof music video. Now, when I was little, I used to love watching Bart Baker parody videos. Not only were the videos funny, but the lyrics were hilarious as well. And I have to say, that stuff is what really got me into filmmaking. And I'm definitely gonna expose myself here by showing this video of a project I did for extra credit in 7th grade about preparing for a tornado. This is what I mean about having a good time and letting loose. Making dramatic or spoof videos is super fun. You may spend, like an hour editing it to make it look better, but it's just so fun to get together with either your family or your friends and do something goofy and just have a good time and forget about any worries that you may be having. That is all for today's NewzRoom18 episode. I really hope you enjoyed listening to all these ideas and seeing the things that myself and my friends have done for fun. I hope that you try at least one of the things on this list over your April break, and if you do, make sure you tag me on your Instagram story or in a post. I would love to see everything that you guys are doing. Thanks for watching!